Hey guys, today I have a review for you of the Apple Magic Trackpad. Now, this device, I've been using it for about a month, and it's been treating me pretty well. Let's go through some features and what exactly it does. Now, if you have a MacBook or a MacBook Pro, one of the newer versions, it is exactly the same, but just a bit bigger. This was designed for desktop models, but I do have an older MacBook, and it doesn't have a Magic Track or a multi-touch trackpad except for the two-finger scrolling. So this has been a real pleasure to use. You got the up gesture for expose and the down gesture for spreading all the windows out. Swipe left and right. You can choose all your applications and such. It's got all the multi-touch gestures that you would find on today's MacBook and MacBook Pros. One thing to note here is that it's Bluetooth, so it's wireless connectivity. It's been about a month, and I think my batteries are about 70%, so it's pretty decent. I do not use this thing constantly. I still use my trackpad on my MacBook quite a bit, mostly because I'm not always at my desk. But this thing has been really nice. As you can see here, basically there's three layers. You got the glass layer for touching, you have the aluminum layer for all the contents, and then there's the back layer, which is plastic. I'm not sure why that's plastic, but it is. In here you have the batteries, we'll go into that in a sec, and on the back there's actually two little feet that are the clickers. So the pad itself doesn't click, but the back clicks. So you have to have it set down on the table for it to actually click. Unless you have tap to click on. Tap to click is a different animal for me. I really am not a fan of it because I like to tap around on my trackpad when I'm not using it on my laptop as well as this one. And one thing I have noted, though, is that using tap-to-click is very useful when you want to be away from your desk. You can do a lot of things with the mouse on the computer, and when you hold it in your hand like this, I'm not sure how well you can see that, but it rests nicely. It's got the little lip, and you can use tap-to-click, and you can browse, iTunes, and I can watch Dignation on my TV, and it's really actually a pleasure to use with tap-to-click on. But I'm that person that likes to tap around when they're not doing stuff, and I end up clicking things I don't want to, and I'm like, so I just turn it off. Another thing to note is that pinch to zoom, it likes to resize the text on web pages a lot, and I don't like that too much because then it changes all the stuff, and it's like, why does it look weird? And then I have to zoom back, and it takes some effort to get it to the right, size again. So another little pet peeve, but other than that I like this trackpad a lot. Another thing to note here is that the entire trackpad does not work. There's about half a finger width on the edge that doesn't work, but that's not really a big deal considering you're in the middle most of the time and you can get from one side of the screen to the other side of the screen, or from one side of the screen to the other side of the second screen, a quarter of the way for one screen, another half the way for another screen. So you're really not going to run into an issue with that little edge being dead. But it is something to know. Now, I said I would look at the batteries inside on the unboxing, so let's actually do that. Let me grab a coin here, and we'll check these out. Little thing comes off, and ooh, Energizers. I thought this would be some cheap foreign brand, but I guess they're Energizers, which means they're nice. Although they do have Chinese writing on them. But they're AA's, by the way. I do have Apple rechargeable batteries. They're actually charging right now. But so hopefully I don't have to throw a bunch of batteries in the landfill. Considering I'll probably replace these twice a year, and that adds up. So yeah, inside it's just a little tube. Nothing really too complicated to note. I'm assuming all the electronics are in here on a board. Screw this back up. And there we go. So turning it on is as simple as pressing the power button, and a little green light appears. Ta-da! That is the only light on the display. A little connected graphic appears on your computer, and you're good to go. Syncing it up is just as simple as any other Bluetooth device. Let's take a quick look at the software, considering you people with desktops that don't have Mac laptops might want to know what's included software-wise with this device. Technically speaking, it does not come with software included in the box, but this is the software that Apple has already built in, and this is what you would see for the trackpad. You got your basic track speed, scrolling speed, and double-click speed. You got the one-finger tap to click, all that jazz. And then you got the two fingers, scroll with inertia, rotate, pinch to zoom, and open and close. You got the screen zoom, secondary click, and it shows you all of the actions right here, which is actually pretty cool. 3 fingers, you got swipe to navigate, so you can go back and forth on images and web navigation. And then 4 fingers, you got the swipe up, swipe down for expose, and left to right for applications. So you got up, down, and you got right and left. I do the exact same thing. As you can see, the battery is at 75%. It's been a little over a month. So you can also click the setup button here if you want to set up a new trackpad. So you don't even have to go into the Bluetooth menu up here if you don't want to. That is all for the Apple Magic Trackpad. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick review of it. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.